Welcome everyone! Straight to the point. I decided to tackle another franchise. I haven't done this for a whole year and I decided to bring it back. I wanted something big though, and something relevant, so I decided to cover all 27 James Bond movies. And yes, there are 27. As a reminder, I haven't seen any of these movies prior, so I'm going to treat you guys the same way. So we are now officially around 4% into the franchise.
Life. The puss will get that knife, a trifle in a tree blind. My soul man.
Dr. No is one of the funniest movies I have ever seen. This movie is the definition of tropes that are overused. This movie has so many aspects in it that people now call cliches and overdone. This is the first movie to use these aspects, or at least capitalize on them and make them famous. But for the sake of fairness, maybe there aren't that many. Let's just see if I can name some, maybe like 2 or 3. Number 1. Posh secret agent who's good at everything, including combat. Number 2. Main combat hero saying snappy remarks and dumb one-liners.
I think they were on their way to a funeral.
3. Gadgets. 4. Lex Luthor villain. 5. Lex Luthor villain has an aquarium in his secret lair. Villain has a secret lair. Villain gives robotic performance because he is so smart. Villain comes with most ridiculous plans to kill main hero. Villain has robot hands. Villain has very dumb evil code name. Villain has very dumb evil business name.
Spectre, Special Executive for Counterintelligence, Terrorism, Revenge, Extortion.
What? Villain has evil robot dragon. Villain torturing hero because he's so evil. Villain revealing plan to hero. Sexy bikini girl collecting shells on a beach. Damsel in distress. Prisoners being treated to a 5-star hotel room by villain. Prisoners dining with a main villain. Villain imprisoning hero for no good reason. I just named 19 different tropes, stereotypes that people say are overdone now. 19! When I say that these movies had a strong impact on action movies, especially the Connery ones, you better fucking believe it like your life depends on it. Now, here's the main problem with Dr. No. I hate Dr. No. I hate the character Dr. No. He is easily one of the worst villains in the Sean Connery films. Just look at how many tropes I made solely based on him. His plan to assassinate James Bond makes very little sense. He tries like 7 different plans and most of them are just really bad. Like the idea is that they are supposed to sound evil and sneaky, but this is a theme with dumb movie villain plans. Instead of being evil and sneaky, they sound stupid and just incredibly convenient that they're stupid. Tell me what Palpatine's plan in the new Star Wars movie is. Please, tell me what it is. His plan is like 0.1% consistent. Most action movies have the most hilarious Wikipedia lines in the plot sections about villains and their plans, and it's all Dr. No's fault.
The Predator takes Rory believing that his autism reflects advancement in human evolution and is therefore worthwhile in the Predator hybridization. The Penguin attempts to have his army of penguins bomb the city and kill everyone in Gotham.
Right. But why, though?
Now, in case you didn't realize, I am excited to talk about how bad this character is, and that's because this character is fucking hilarious. Also, for a guy who wants to remain in secrecy, it's kind of weird. Don't keep your secret lair secret. Like, everybody knows where he lives. He's like fucking Doofenshmirtz. He's got like his own business here and everything. Another thing about this movie are the aptronyms. All these names correlate with a character so closely that it's so hard to miss. First off, you have Dr. No, which is probably the cheesiest name I've ever heard. The main bad guy is Dr. No. This is coming from someone who literally knows a lot of supervillains.
How do I pronounce this name?
Then you have James Bond. That's self-explanatory, that name. Then you have Honey Rider. Her name is Honey Rider, oh my god. Also, Dr. No's first name is Julius. It's actually humorous because now studios realize China is the country that gives them the biggest success rate in terms of box office, so they wouldn't even dare. They wouldn't fucking dare have a Chinese villain anymore. They wouldn't unless you're Quentin Tarantino. First, he tries to have James Bond kidnapped. He doesn't drug him. He doesn't tie him up. He puts James Bond in a taxi, and he has to hope that 007 doesn't realize that he's going the wrong way. Then he tries to have his henchmen shoot him, and they never try this again. They don't try. Then he tries to have James Bond killed by a tarantula. Does that sound familiar yet? But let's talk about the best thing in this movie. Yes, the number one thing.
Mr.
Bond. James Bond.
Says posh one-liners, states that he plays sport, and he gets this girl to have sex with him.
Almost immediately.
My man lost how long? Sean Connery's performance is actually really good. The funny thing, however, is that Sean Connery is presented to be able to do absurd shit like this.
Was full of rats, those alligators.
But whenever he has his shirt off, he has dad bod. Compare this to now, where we always have to have our heroes to have perfect 9-packs. In Guardians of the Galaxy, why is Star-Lord shredded? He has no traits that need him to be shredded, but he's shredded anyway. Even the present day 007, Daniel Craig, he's packed. And that's the theme with these movies. He always has to have his fucking shirt off. I have a brilliant memory of what Sean Connery's chest used to look like because of this. Now granted, this may have appealed to the audiences in the 60s more than it appeals to me. Seeing a man be good at everything might have felt right back then, I don't know. So my only question is now, how will the future James Bond films make this work? You can't have him be good at everything, because people will just complain. This movie also has the saving grace when it comes to all-powerful heroes. Tension. Even his plans are dumb, Dr. No keeps trying to kill James Bond. He actually captures him at one point and beats him up. There is tension in this movie. Some of the other Sean Connery movies, they don't really have tension. If you like dumb fun action movies, then you'll like this movie. 8 out of 10. Can't wait for the next one.